once again, and welcome back to the Lexington Ice Center here in Lexington, Kentucky for game number 2 today between the West Virginia Wild and the Lexington Thoroughbreds. We're getting ready to get this game underway just here in a second as warm-ups have already, clock has ran out on the warm-ups and the teams are already gathered around their goals, getting ready to take the ice here in this second game. I made some adjustments since the last game, moved the center ice camera over a little bit away from the beam, and I've added a couple corner cams in, so hopefully that'll help out with this second game. Thanks again for tuning in and joining. As always, feel free to comment. Make some last minute adjustments. Get set here. If you didn't watch the first game, that was a 4-2 loss for the Wild. A very close, tight game. So hopefully we'll see another good matchup here in Lexington. That's what we like to see, is just a good game. So puck is dropped. Holly, Ruth, Gibson on the ice with Higginbotham and Fields. Thoroughbreds pick it up. Get to center. Ruth intercepts that pass. Gibson takes it in. And the Thoroughbreds bring it right back out into neutral ice. Thoroughbreds try to clear. Higginbotham dumps it right back in. Another clearing attempt. Shot put on by Higginbotham, saved by the Thoroughbreds. And the Thoroughbreds pass it up into neutral, skate it. And it is disrupted by the Wild. And a pass comes out front. Thoroughbreds in the slot, hanging out there and able to put that away to take an early lead here in this game. Sent around behind the net. Picked up by Woods on the other side. Woods trying to get the shot fired off. He's taken down. Puck is cleared back out by the Thoroughbreds after a shot attempt. E-step is off his stick. Played off the wall by the Thoroughbreds. Picked up by Ghazi. Ghazi skating it out. Sends a cross-ice pass over to E-step on the other side. E-step putting a shot on. Steered away by the Thoroughbreds. Ghazi picking up the blue line. He's ripping one through traffic. Rebound up there for E-step. He's not able to bury that. But he was right there waiting. Going past the 10th block. Rebound comes out. Woods with a shot, another rebound. And it is sent to the wall where Ghazi tries to make a move and it is knocked away. Picked up by the Thoroughbreds on the other side. Pass over to Woodsy. Turned over to the Thoroughbreds. Get all the way down, try to center out front, goes across the crease, over the other side, picked up by Wynn. Wynn tries to clear, kept in by the Thoroughbreds. Shot put on, saved by Blake. And pass sent up to Woods. He's going to go in close, make a point blank shot, rebound, and Ghazi able to get that rebound in to tie the game up here with 9:51 left in the first period. Get the score updated here on the screen in just a moment when I get a chance. Higginbotham picks it up. He skates it out into neutral. With a cross ice, not able to get a hold of it. Thoroughbreds sent it right back out into neutral. Kane sent it back in again. Lexington sends it back out to neutral again. Cross ice pass from Fields over to Higginbotham. Goes all the way over in front of Lexington bench. Thoroughbreds are going to send it up the wall and out into neutral. Still in a wild zone, picked up by Fields behind the net. Higginbotham sends it up the wall, and it goes out in the neutral zone. So we picked up on the other end, and Thoroughbreds sent it back to neutral. Leighton Walker clears it out. Kang sends it on down. Thoroughbreds send the pass, it deflects. And picked up by Walker, who makes a nice pass over to Gibson. Gibson and Funk collide. And it is sent back down for icing. 7:57 left in the first period. We've got a tie game. Gibson ripping a shot. Goes wide. Ghazi picks it up. Neutral zone. Ghazi moving it on in. Goes behind the net. Centers it out front. And it's nobody there. And Thoroughbred picks it up and gets a breakaway. Comes in close, shot saved by Blake, and that is sent into the corner. Gibson sent it across the ice, it gets deflected, and the referee takes a hard fall. Higginbotham sending it up the boards. Thoroughbreds sent it right back in. E-step in the far corner. Fields comes over momentarily. Shot put on by the Thoroughbreds, and Blake gloves that and stops play with 6:36 left in the first. Woods had a big collision out there. He comes up smiling. Pass to Woods. Woods coming in. It's knocked away. Thoroughbreds go back the other direction, and it's sent in, and it's going to be attempted to clear right back out. It's kept in by the Thoroughbred. Another collision over there with Woods, and another collision, and another collision. And we've got some jawing going on. And Lexington going for the box. So Wild on a power play for 1:30 here with 5:46 remaining in the first period. Ollie picks it up. It's knocked away. Layden Walker, no stick. It's into the corner. And it's cleared back out. All the way down to the Thoroughbreds goal. He plays it back up into neutral ice. Logan skating it in. Ghazi. Centering pass, Holly with a shot, blocked. Goes back into the corner. Stripes is in my way here. And puck goes all the way down the other end. Sent pass over to Gibson. Gibson, cross ice pass off the wall. Holly trying to get there. Goes into the corner. That's icing. 4:46 left in the first. Still tied at 1. Shot by the Thoroughbreds, pad save. Woods comes out with it off that rebound. Back to Wynn. Wynn center it. Right in the slot. Woods with a shot at point blank. Saved by the Thoroughbreds. 13 seconds left on a Wild penalty, or power play. And 4:29 left in the period. Face off, Woods back to Fields. Fields sends it back up the wall. Thoroughbred sends it back all the way the distance of the ice for another icing call. It's only shaving about 10 seconds off. 3 seconds left on the power play for the Wild. Higginbotham sends it in. Woods picks it up. Back to Higginbotham. Picked off by the Thoroughbred. It's put into the wall in front of the bench. Fields picks it up in the corner. Sends back up the wall. Hops over E-step stick. Back to the Thoroughbreds. They send it back in. Goes behind the goal. Higgs steals it out and sends it back through neutral. Woods on the other end. Woods gets it in the corner, tries to put it in the slot. It goes up to the point. Fields sends that back in. Woods picks it up in the corner. Woods gets it behind the net, tries to center it, hits the back of the net. And it's sent back down the other way again for icing. 3:23 left in the first period. As we face off in Thoroughbred territory. Goes right through the slot, and they're able to pull the trigger. Ozzy putting pressure on. Puck is bounced around behind the net. Taylor trying to center it or pass over to Ghazi. And Thoroughbred getting a breakaway. 2-on-1, 2-on-0. And saved by Blake. And it is sent back in by the Thoroughbred. Back into the corner. And it's going to be cleared all the way down to the other end for icing. So they'll face off right back here where that came from. After this line change. 2:26 left in the first. Still 1-1. Shot put on goes wide by the Thoroughbred. Right back out front, goes over to Logan Gibson, and he comes out with it. Gibson skating it in. He sends a shot on it, goes wide. And Gibson able to keep that in at the blue line. Holly picks it up. Holly putting a shot on, stop. We got offside with 1:45 left in the first period. Face off just outside of Thoroughbred territory. Lexington dumps it in. Higginbotham gets it in the corner. Sends it up to Bo Ruth. Try to clear. Didn't see what happened because referee was in my way, but Thoroughbreds with a goal. I think I did switch to the goal, so you should have saw that at home, whatever happened there. But Thoroughbreds take the lead 2-1 with 1:25 left. Ghazi backhanding that up through neutral ice. It's going to be sending deep into Thoroughbreds territory. 1:10 left in the period. Shot by Leighton Walker. Hits a Thoroughbred. Bounces back. Ghazi trying to maintain control. And it goes to the corner. Back out. E-step with it, 45 seconds. E-step coming in, taking a shot, goes right out in front, steered to the side by the Thoroughbred goalie. back and forth over the line causes an offside. 27 seconds left in the first period. E-Step comes out with it. E-Step dumps it in. And he runs into a Thoroughbred hard on the other side. Seven seconds left. Woods bringing it back in. It's in the slot. Attempted shot by Wynn. Gets a player and goes to the corner, and that's the end of the first period. So we'll take a quick break for a minute, and we'll be right back for period number 2. Back at center ice as the period clock expires. Got Circle, Carlisle, Kang on the ice with Fields and Higginbotham playing defense. Shot from the point goes wide, down behind the goal. Carlisle comes out with it. Carlisle skating it all the way into the corner, trying to backhand it in. It's kicked back out. Higginbotham from the point, and that's gloved by the Thoroughbreds. Face off back to the point. Higginbotham trying to get a shot through, gets blocked. Circle with a hit in the corner. Circle's going to send a shot on it, goes wide. Picked up by the Thoroughbreds on the far side, sent through neutral. Higginbotham brings it back. He's going to skate it in, send a shot on, rebound. Kang with the follow-up shot goes wide. And the Thoroughbreds take it back the other way with a 1-on-3 stolen by Higginbotham. Picked up again. And the puck is still loose after that shot from the Thoroughbreds. And another follow-up shot gets blocked, kicked back out. Funk unable to hold that in as he passes it across ice. Another shot put on, saved by Mongold in the corner, and then sent back all the way the other way. That's going to be icing. 11:09 left in the second period. We get a line change. face-off shot put on by the Thoroughbreds hits the ref. Thoroughbreds end up with it in the slot. It's knocked away by Walker. Shot put on, does not make it through traffic. And then a follow-up shot does, and Mongold stops play with 10:44 remaining. Sent around behind the goal, Ghazi. Ghazi sending on up the wall to the point. Shot put on, stopped by Leighton Walker, and a whistle blown. .26 left in the second. Talon Wynn taking the face off. And we got a man in a box. Penalty on the Wild. I didn't see what happened. And I don't even know who's in the box. Woods takes it off the face-off, skates it through. He is surrounded by Thoroughbreds. And Woods coming in close at point blank on the goalie. Almost taking off his stick. And Thoroughbred is taken down. And penalty coming up on Woods. He's going to go to the box for roughing. Walker Woods joining his teammate in the box, which I think might be Grayson Gosling. So all the big guys in the box. And the Wild's going to go 2 men short here for 1:08. And we'll face off in Wild territory. So Thoroughbreds with a huge advantage here, facing off in Wild territory with a 5-on-3. And we got another whistle. Face off. Thoroughbreds win the draw, send it across to the defense. Backhands it back in the corner. And then it is attempted pass, goes all the way down the other end for an icing. Apparently must have hit one of our sticks. 46 seconds left on the first penalty. 1:08 on the second. And Thoroughbreds sending it back out to the point. Shot put on. Deflection attempt. It goes wide. Back up to the point again. Shot put on. Saved by Mongold. Rebound. Finds the back of the net. And the Thoroughbreds take a 2-goal lead. 9:27 left in the second period. So we'll get 1 man back on the box, or 1 man back on the ice, and still have 1 in the box as we try to kill that second penalty. Wynn, Gosling, They're making the ones on the ice stay. Three to 1 with 9.5 minutes left. Bouncy puck sit on Mongold, and another one fired from the point, saved by Mongold. That goes behind the net, sit back out, Ghazi there. Lexington sending it back in deep, it goes behind the net, over to the other side, where Wynn comes out with it. Wynn's going to send it forward, and it goes all the way down for another icing. 15 seconds left on the second penalty. Wynn taking the draw, goes to the Thoroughbreds. He sent a shot on, it goes wide, hits the glass. Ghazi trying to steal at the blue line. Another shot put on, pad save. And a rebound comes out, another shot put on, it goes wide. And that puck rolls out into neutral. The Thoroughbreds are going to chase it down. Woods coming in hot, putting on some pressure. And it is sent back out into neutral ice where Higginbottom is there to pick it up, and he skates it right back in. Sends a pass over to Wynn. Wynn breaks free, takes a shot and gloved by the Thoroughbreds. 8:01 left in the second period. 3-1. Play is stopped on a shot from Wynn into the glove.
Jackson's back on the ice there. Okay. They went ahead and did the MRI. And then she said,
Gibson gets it off the face-off, fires a shot, another save.
because I'm sitting there looking at the little score.
Face-off back to Higginbottom. He tries to chip it back in. Thoroughbreds send it on down. It's going to be picked up in the corner. Fields sends it on around. Thoroughbreds pick it up, try to center pass, gets blocked. Back out to Gibson. Gibson sends it across ice over to Ruth. Ruth drops a pass back to Holly, who rips one, and it goes into the glove of the Thoroughbreds goalie. 7.5 minutes left, second period. Up to the point to Ghazi. Ghazi rips one, it goes wide. Guess Gibson tries to pick it up, overskates it over to Holly. Holly sends it right out to Ghazi, who was coming in the slot, not able to get that shot off. He's turned over. Thoroughbreds sent it back the other way, and turned over again to the Wild. That's Leighton Walker in the corner, digging it out. Goes over to Ghazi. Ghazi sends it around, gets into neutral. Thoroughbreds try to pass. It's picked off by Ghazi. Ghazi sends a shot on from outside the zone. It goes wide. Thoroughbreds go back the other direction. Rip a shot on a breakaway. Not quite a breakaway, but it goes wide. Ghazi picks it up again. He skates it in. He sends a cross ice pass over to Holly. Bounces. Sent back through the crease for a chance, and it pops back out, and the Thoroughbred take it back. They dump it in deep where Woods is going to pick it up this time. Woods is going to move around behind the net, up the wall, up to Gibson, and then it goes out. Sent back in by the Thoroughbred. Gauzy digs off the wall, or Gibson digs off the wall, and Woods rips a shot that hits post. Gibson sends another one in, it goes wide. It goes in the corner, sent back out front, picked off by the Thoroughbred, and they send it through the air all the way down. That's going to be icing. 5:25 left in the second.
Well, I was concerned. Shutdown.
Higginbotham with the attempted shot gets blocked. Goalie steers that to the side. Sent back out front where E-Step was waiting on the doorstep. E-Step still there digging around and poking, and it is sent back through traffic where Fields is going to pick it up on her own end.
Get him.
Fields making a couple moves and sends it in to the corner. It's picked up behind and then sent back the other way up to the point, and a ripper of a shot by Fields and saved. 4:37 left in the second period. Face off by Woods. Kicked back out into neutral ice. Hit by Higginbotham just as they entered the zone. And they got a high stick call. High stick on Fields. So Wild going on another penalty kill. Shot put on, saved by Mongold. That's going to be ice. No, the goalie played it. No ice. It's behind the Thoroughbreds goal. Sent up the wall. Higginbotham goes in hard, keeps it in, and he gets knocked down. Holly put into the wall hard. In the corner. Yep. .42 seconds left on a penalty kill. 3:24 left. And another penalty. Thoroughbred getting a penalty now, so now we're going to be an even 4-on-4 for 42 seconds. Holly taking the face off. Gibson behind him. Back to Woods. Woods back to Gibson. Gibson trying to get a shot off. And it gets harder. He's able to skate all the way down, and a nice save by Mongold. Holly flipping it up to Woods. Woods back to Holly. Holly coming in. He gets around, and he scores to get this within 1 goal. Holly making his way around the defense, breaking free, and gets it over the blocker's side to bring this game within 1 goal. Face off back to Higginbotham, up to Woods. Thoroughbreds send it back into neutral. Gibson's going to get it and send it back in deep. It goes behind the goal. Woods coming in, puts him into the wall. Buck's knocked free. Holly gets knocked off his stick at the blue line, and Holly Wild on a power play here for 30 seconds. Drops it back to Holly. Holly trying to get free. He's tied up. And the Thoroughbred come back out with it. One-on-one. Make his move around Higginbotham. Rolls off his stick. Mongold kicks it back out. And Gibson comes back out with it. 2:02 left. 5 seconds left on the Wild power play. Shot gets blocked. Goes behind the net. Digs it out of the corner. Thoroughbred ends up on Gibson's stick. Gibson makes a quick shot. It goes just wide. And it is knocked back out through neutral ice where Higginbotham picks it up. Holly trying to get control at neutral. He comes out with it. Sends a pass back to Gibson. Gibson flips a shot and it's steered away. Ghazi picking it up on the far side. And it is sent back out, hops over a stick and goes all the way down. This will be picked up by Walker. And it is cleared out and then bumped back in, causing an offside. Carlisle taking the face off. He's got Kang with him. And circle on the other side. Ghazi and Walker back on D. Ghazi skates it behind our own net. Sends a pass across over to Circle. Circle's able to get to it and chip it in to the zone. Carlisle chases it down, goes behind the net, comes back out, centers it out for Circle. Circle with a shot, and it goes back to Ghazi. Ghazi with a shot, goes over the net. And we got an icing coming up with 20, no icing, they waved it off. 18 seconds left in the period. Ghazi comes out, he gets poked away, back in the corner. Ghazi passing up to Kang, 9 seconds left. Kang dumping it in. And Kang is hit at center ice, and we've got a interference penalty coming up on the Thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds interference with 1.4 seconds left in the period. So while we'll go on a brief power play, Mongold stays in the net. off the face-off, and that's it for period number 2. So after 2 periods, score is 2-3 in a very tight and even matchup. So we'll take a quick break and be right back for the 3rd and final period.
Yeah, you could be the greatest, you could be the best, you could be the King Kong banging on his chest, you could beat the world, you could beat the war, you could talk the Congo banging on his door, you could throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks, you could be a master, don't wait for luck, dedicate yourself and you're gonna find yourself. Stand in the Hall of Fame, yeah.
All right, we're back. Getting ready to get period number 3 underway. Hope the extra camera angles are helping out you all at home trying to watch. If it's any consolation, it's very hard to watch here too. Wild starting out the 3rd period on a power play for 1 minute and 28 seconds. Holly Ruth Gibson on the ice with Fields and Higginbottom. Cross ice over to Gibson. And they'll send in deep for icing. So we shall go back to the other end and face off in Wild territory. Excuse me. The face off over to Ruth. To Gibson. Back to Ruth. Ruth dumps it in. Send up the wall. It's kept in by Fields, who he sends a shot on, goes wide, bounces off the wall out front. Holly trying to feed it over to Gibson. Gibson digging it back out of the corner, tries to center it back up. It's traffic. Holly in the corner again. Holly goes behind the net. He comes around and takes a shot from the side, back in his stick, and sends it out to Gibson. Logan Gibson in the slot is going to tie this game up on a power play goal. Logan Gibson hanging out in the slot, gets that on his stick and buries it over the glove of the Thoroughbreds. The face-off brought in. Battle for possession. Thoroughbreds skated into the corner. Sent back out front. Wins digging out of the corner, sends it up into the slot. And the Thoroughbreds pick that up and take a shot. Up to the point, shot put on, blocked by Ghazi. Woods digging it out of the corner. Woods has it. Woods skates through center ice. He goes in, loses it in the slot. He stepped with a shot, save. And it is sent back out where it's a race for the puck. And Ghazi stick lifts and keeps that Thoroughbred from having a shot. Cross ice pass picked off by the Thoroughbreds and sent back the other way. Walker sends up the win. And it is sent back out of neutral ice. Thoroughbreds with a shot there and a save. And the ref is signaling for offside. 10:41 left in the third. We are tied at 3. Thoroughbred taking a neutral ice. Lead their way in, trying to get a shot off, but it is Higginbotham knocking it off of his stick. It is chipped back through neutral, and Thoroughbred pick it up. Send it back through neutral. Where Higginbotham sends it up to Carlisle. Carlisle to circle. And the puck is knocked out of play. 9:44 left in the third. Face off just outside of Wild territory. Higginbotham in the corner. Sends it up the wall, goes cross ice over to Gibson. Gibson bringing it in. And big hit between Gibson and I think that's Beaver. Huge hit on the other side. .15 left in the third. Still tied at 3. Holly taking the face off. Trying to get it over to Ruth. Holly picking that pass off through the slot up to Higginbotham. Higgs rips a shot. Gets deflected over to Gibson. Clear, stopped by Gibson, shot put on, hits the side of the goal. And Thoroughbred's able to clear that out. Cash Blake coming out to play it. Looks back up by the Thoroughbred. They try to shoot, gets blocked. Thoroughbred across ice. Sorry, switched the wrong camera. Couple attempts there, able to get kept out there by Blake. Walker Woods coming in, centers it. Ollie trying to get that shot off there, it goes off of his stick. Thoroughbred takes a shot from the blue line, it goes wide. The Woods battling on the corner for it. Back up to the point, and it goes out. E-step, picking it up on the other end in the corner, sends it on around over to Ghazi. Ghazi's tied up. Lex with an attempted shot, comes out. Another shot, a couple saves by Blake at close range. Cash Blake standing tall and some point blank shots from the Thoroughbred. 7:10 left in the third period. Face off over in Wild territory. Shot goes wide over to the other side, kept in by the Thoroughbred, but picked up by Woods. And Woods is going to make his way around the defender, and Woods comes in close. Missed a save, rolls over to the side, but there's nobody there to scoop up that rebound. And we got a whistle. I don't know why we have a whistle. Oh, we have a whistle and face off. Wynn centered it to the slot. E-step not able to break free. And that puck is knocked back out into neutral ice, picked up by Ghazi. Ghazi comes in, but E-step was just a foot in front of him. Offside. 6.5 minutes left in the third period. Still tied at 3. Higginbotham off the face-off, sends it back into neutral. Woods is going to pick it up. Woods trying to make his way through. Wynn with a quick shot and a pad save. Wynn has it again. Now Woods, now Thoroughbred. Higginbotham ripping one. And Wynn has an open net, but he didn't make it past. He's blocked by a player. Puck is flipped. It goes over Blake, maybe hit his shoulder. Back into the corner. And then sent back out to neutral. Woods pressuring. Thoroughbred sent it all the way back down the other way. It's going to be icing. 5:38 left in the third. And we'll go face off in Lexington territory. Kick back out in neutral. Higginbotham sends it back in. Picked up by Thoroughbred. Pass forward. Tries to backhand it. It's knocked away to the corner. Higginbotham gets it behind the net. Sends it to the other side over to Kang. Kang sends it off the boards around him. He's going to almost gets free there. Circle has it. Across the ice over to Noah Taylor. Circle, going behind the net, battling for it. Higginbotham puts one on, it deflects, and almost goes in off of a deflection from a skate. Gang trying to feed it over to Circle. Circle with it. Circle puts one on. It's kicked to the side. And Thoroughbred breaking out with it. Fields with a back check. Higginbotham kicking it back into neutral, and that's going to be offside. .4:18 left in the third period. And we got a timeout by Lexington. back. Thoroughbreds try to pass. Picked off by Gosling. Gosling's going to send it in. It goes around behind the net. Holly comes out with it. Tries to send it out to Ruth. And then turned over. Leighton Walker passes to Holly. Doesn't stay on his stick. Thoroughbreds still at point blank and miss. And that backhanded attempt goes to the corner. Back out front again. Thoroughbred with a lot of chances here. Another shot put on from the point. And Blake stops play with 3:24 remaining in the third period. Woods off the face-off. Starts coming in with some steam. Then he gets poke checked away, and then a wild going offside. 3:16 left in the third. Back up to center ice, Thoroughbreds. It's knocked away. Fields sends it up the wall. It's going to come up to the point, and a shot put on, and gloved by Blake. Cash Blake stopping play with 2:56 left. I'm just now seeing the comments. Marty Ruth, welcome in, and John, get up, ref. Shot put on, and the rebound pops out, and it is sent to the corner. And Talon Wynn comes out with it. Talon Wynn to the corner, sends it right out front. Back in the corner again. And we got a whistle. And looks like we got a penalty coming on Lexington with 2:24 left in the game. Number 7, Peaver going to the box. I didn't see what the call was. Let me see if I can tell. I didn't see what the call was. That is a 4-minute penalty on Peaver. Holly has it on her own end, sends it around the boards. Walker Woods, he's bumped up against the glass. Sent to Ruth, Ruth over to Holly. Holly sending it in on net, and it gets steered away. Sent back out front. Woods over to Ruth, and a shot somehow doesn't go anywhere. Gibson lined it up. It doesn't make it to traffic. And Thoroughbred able to clear that out. So the Wild has a man advantage for the rest of this game unless they score. A minute and a half left. 2:06 left on the Lexington penalty. Holly, back to Gibson. Gibson to Woods. Woods rips one. It hits the shin pads. the Thoroughbred. Sent around the wall to Ghazi. Ghazi trying to get control. Ghazi sending a shot in, and it goes wide. It's going to go through neutral ice. We got 1:10 left of this game. Woods picks it up behind the net. Sends it. And it's passed. Woods going to pick it up again on our own end. Sends it up to Ghazi. Ghazi skating it in. Ghazi trying to set something up. Woods has it. Woods trying to get control, and Thoroughbred able to send it back out into neutral. Cross ice over to E-step. E-step sends it, tries to send it to Holly. And it goes into neutral. 30 seconds left. And somehow a shot goes on, goes wide. 13 seconds left. And the Thoroughbred able to keep that in on our end. And we got a breakaway with not much time. Walker Woods, he throws it! Does it count? Is that a goal? That is at, with literally less than a second left, Walker Woods gets around and puts it in the back of the net to win this at the split second. What a game, folks. What a game, and hats off to not giving up and playing to the buzzer. And Peaver comes out of the box mad, and I think he's going to be sent away, not doing the handshake run. This game comes to a close today. What a game. Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Great 2 games here today in Lexington. The Wild face the Lexington Thoroughbreds. First game was a 4-2 loss, and the second game a 4-3 win at literally the last millisecond on a game-winning goal by Walker Woods. That's it for today. Thanks again, and we'll be back here tomorrow at 12:40 and from Newark, Ohio, where the Wild will be taking on the Newark Generals. So join us back here tomorrow for that game at 12:40, and then another game at 5. Thanks for watching, and we will see you then.